Good afternoon from the Universal Orlando parking garage. We're here today because it's been a little while since we've come out and done an update. They did announce one thing, and that was what is taking place of the Terminator 2 attraction, and that is a Bourne Identity attraction called Bourne Identity Stunt Tacular. And we're excited to see some progress on that. They've put a sign up, plus we have to go check out some of the Jurassic Park construction and whatever else we can find around the park. I parked in Jurassic Park, so they're growling at me. Let's go inside and see what we can find. It's actually a very beautiful day in the shade today. Like, it's kind of cool out, and that is amazing. So although tonight is a Halloween Horror Nights night, we will not be going to Halloween Horror Nights tonight. We're just doing a Universal day. So all this truss work is here for a buyout event. We believe it was Microsoft that bought out the park one night. We ended up getting an extra night of Halloween Horror Nights, so there's one extra Halloween Horror Nights night on a Monday. It's like a random Monday, because Microsoft bought out all of Universal Studios one night. And I believe it already happened, and they are starting to take everything down now. Because there was lights. I saw pictures of lights strung across all this. Cab driver was chasing down the Blues Brothers. That's those the Blues Brothers. He's amazed. He's like, those are my best friends. So I may have misspoke earlier when I said it was the Bourne Identity Stuntacular. It's just the Bourne Stuntacular. And you can see here coming soon spring 2020. Coming spring 2020. I like that. That's like do not dead open inside. So I wanted to tell you guys what this is all about. So just going off of the Universal Orlando blog, the Bourne Stuntacular is an all-new live-action stunt show based on the Universal Pictures blockbuster Bourne film franchise. This cutting-edge, edge-of-your-seat live show will blur the lines between stage and cinema in a hybrid form of entertainment that has never been seen before. The Bourne Stuntacular will follow Jason Bourne around the globe as sinister characters pursue him. This action-packed show will feature thrilling chase scenes, punishing fistfights, death-defying leaps, and danger at every turn. And it will all happen right in front of you with live performers, interactive props, and immersive LED screen, making it impossible to determine where the live action ends and the screen begins. Well, I feel like this is a new section of the building. There's a whole parking area for strollers for this show. That's all inside and like not conditioned. Is it air conditioned? I think there is air conditioning in here. It's cooler in here for sure. Lots of space for strollers. Oh no, oh, there's Bart. Who's driving the van? Is it just Bart? Bart's getting his own luxury RV transportation. So my thoughts on the Bourne Stuntacular, I'm really excited. I think that it's a great addition to the park because I'm excited for the actors. There was a stunt show back in Sinbad, back in Lost Continent near Hogsmeade that closed down, and also Terminator 2 had stunt actors in it too that closed down. So now there is another stunt show here that the actors will be able to partake in, and they'll have steady work, which is fantastic. Also, I know that the Bourne franchise is very popular. I've never seen a movie out of the entire franchise, so I think that people will enjoy the show. Also, there's a new show coming out, I believe it's on Amazon, based around the Bourne franchise, so should be pretty good. It was just a cabbie walking by, waving. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm also always excited for new things around the park because new things are good. Like seeing something new in the park is fantastic, and I think it will help draw people into the park. So it's always good to have something new, and it's always good to have a new live action show with live actors. And I'm excited to see how they kind of blend reality with the screens. They said they would do that. They sort of did that in Terminator 2, so I know that they've done it before. Now I'm excited to see how they do it with the Bourne Stuntacular. There are still props out during the day for Halloween Horror Nights, but nothing scary. I did want to go inside Studio Styles, which is the annual pass holder center, and show you guys how they have it decorated inside, because it is pretty spooky, pretty Halloween themed. I've never noticed this before. This is a pass holder shirt, and this is $25. This is neat. There it is, got some scary Stranger Things stuff. Like a Stranger Things mural on the back wall. Pretty neat. Oh, they also have a short sleeve V-neck version of it. I wish that they had this one in short sleeves though. This is like a 3/4 sleeve. It's never cool enough in Florida to wear a 3/4 sleeve. I mean, it is occasionally, like maybe a couple of days out of the year, but for the most part, it's just always hot in Florida. Well, look, Popeye's just walking around the streets of Hollywood. Where does Popeye go when he's in Hollywood? Well, also, I wanted to give you guys some wayfinding points because the last time we went to Halloween Horror Nights, I showed you guys a Stranger Things pop-up, and here we are in Hollywood. And the front entrance to Universal Studios is back there. You can kind of see this is the Bourne Stuntacular over here, Beverly Wilshire. This is the Five and Dime right here, and you can see outside it says this is the horror shop. This is where the Stranger Things pop-up is. Oh no, Doc Brown just came out of that door. Is that the Institute of Future Technology? If we go into the horror shop, and we go all the way to the back, it's not running right now, but this is it. This is the Stranger Things pop-up that we did the last time we came to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description down below. But it looks like it only happens during Halloween Horror Nights, because it is a little bit like there's a jump scare. It smells a lot like paint back here, because they are working. This is the exit to the Bourne Stunt Tacular, and you can smell them painting in there for sure. It is an awfully quiet day here at Universal Studios. I kind of want to head back into Diagon Alley and see what it's like back there, because it's been kind of a while since we've been into Diagon Alley. You guys see the dragon up on top of Gringotts Bank back there? I always like it when I'm at a theme park and I find one completely random set of tables and chairs, like these right here. They're just kind of off on their own. Alright, there is a bar here that's here during Halloween Horror Nights, but nothing else. Just a couple of tables and chairs here. Alright, quick change of scenery. This is kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever been down here. You guys remember before when I showed you guys in a previous video this guy? I've just never been down here before. Never been able to come this close to this guy, but I wanted to tell you guys where I was at. So you can see Transformers straight there. If you were to go on the other side of Transformers, that's basically the front of the park. You can see Rip Rad Rocket over here. One of the first rides that you see when you come in. That one single table that I showed you guys was kind of over here. And we walked along here. This is the San Francisco waterfront. This is the exit to Fast and Furious and the Rob Zombie scare zone during Halloween Horror Nights. This is Lombard's. And we are headed over to the London waterfront. You can see Men in Black over there, and you can see Simpsons over here. So hopefully that kind of gives you guys an idea of where we're at. And you can just barely see the night bus sticking up over top of the fence there on the London waterfront. There is the night bus, and this is the London waterfront. Oh, and King's Cross. One thing that I always thought was pretty interesting is that Diagon Alley is kind of hard to find. It's hidden, as it should be, because it's Diagon Alley. Like, any muggle shouldn't be able to just walk into Diagon Alley. So I'm going to show you guys how to get into Diagon Alley. So here we are up close to King's Cross, heading into the London waterfront. And you guys see this red building here that has the London Underground sign on it? That is actually the front entrance to Diagon Alley. So it's fairly easy to find when there are a bunch of people here, because a bunch of people are going to be walking in and out. There's another entrance right there through that white archway, but the main entrance is right here through this brick wall. Let's go inside right now. See? We're going through a brick wall. There it is. And now we're all the way inside of Diagon Alley. There it is. Now you know how to get into Diagon Alley if you've never been before. Oh, I forgot how good Celestina Warbeck is. Oof! Escape from Gringotts is an 80-minute wait. That is an extremely long wait. I'm gonna head into Knockturn Alley. Actually, I think the dragon's gonna go off pretty soon here. I feel like I can hear it. There you go. If you guys are ever wondering when the dragon's gonna go off. So she makes a lot of noise, like she's growling and stuff like that, but if you listen really carefully, you can hear the gas coming out like shh. And that's what I heard when I first turned around. All right, let's head into Knockturn Alley. Ooh, it's very dark down here. Very hard to see. Although it is dark in here, I feel like this would be the perfect spot to wait out a storm. It's cool, there's air conditioning. It is dark, but it's not very crowded in here. There's like a little, it's, where I'm at is kind of like a little back room of Knockturn Alley. There's no stores in here. There is a couple of interactive wand spots, but the majority of the people are out here. There's Borgin and Burke's in there. But the majority of the people are out in this area. You can see there definitely are not a ton of people out here, but way more people out in this section of Knockturn Alley. There's a tattoo shop in here with moving tattoos. I'd be interested to know how they would do this. Does it hurt when a wizard gets a tattoo, or is it just like, you got a tattoo now, magic? Now we're back out in the main park outside of Diagon Alley, and I'm thinking about going over to Islands of Adventure and taking King's Cross over. All depends on what the wait time is. Well, it's a 40-minute wait, so we'll just walk over. Man, just walking through a scare zone in the day makes me want to go to Halloween Horror Nights tonight. I'll be interested to see if this crowd coming in is translated over to Islands of Adventure, because it seems like there are a lot more people in here because there is a Horror Nights night tonight. Maybe they're all expecting to stay and scream. But we're gonna head over to Islands. Hopefully the crowd will be less. Oh, it kind of looks like Superstar Parade just went back the other way too. Back out into City Walk to head over to Islands of Adventure. And I just wanted to mention that I think it's funny that it's 83 degrees outside and I'm walking through the shade and I'm like, it's kind of nice in the shade. Still 83 degrees. As I was walking into Islands of Adventure, a couple came up to me and said, hey, can you take our photo? And then I realized I was taking a pregnancy photo for them with The Adventure Begins behind, and they were showing off their little baby bump. If anybody's ever wondering why they never have Halloween Horror Nights over at Islands of Adventure, it's because they sell croissants over here and somebody might drop their croissant. Is there a band? Ooh, there's a band. That was awesome. So I made a right as soon as I made it down to the water where that band was. Now I'm heading towards Seuss Landing. Look at this. The nearest restrooms are these bathrooms are closed off, and the newest ones are over at Moose Juice and Cafe 4. Well, dang. Just kind of looking back towards where the T is. So the front entrance to Islands of Adventure is kind of over there. There's Hulk. These are the construction walls around the bathrooms over here. And the entrance to Seuss Landing. I wonder what they're doing and why there are so many construction walls and why they're pushed out so far. So as we're heading into Seuss Landing, I made a left over here towards Green Eggs and Ham, and the sign is gone from Green Eggs and Ham. Why is the sign gone? I hope they're not gonna get rid of Green Eggs and Ham. I know it's never open, but this is a staple. It should be here. They should open it, really. But what's going on? Just a quick look back from a little bit further away at the walls near Seuss Landing. Huh, wonder what they're doing. I'm very interested now. So we're gonna go back behind Mythos to get a closer look, but I wanted to come over here, kind of peek over at the Jurassic Park area. They've bumped out into the water. I wonder if that's just to make room for the crane, but it's on a barge right now and there are boats out there. I wonder if they're extending the land there. That would be pretty interesting if they were. Let's go back by Mythos, and we should be able to get a real close view of all this. There's a She-Ra meet and greet over here next to Mythos. Hello, She-Ra. How are you?
I'm very good. You know my name.
I do know your name, but I do have to admit, I do not know very much more about you.
Oh, that's okay. I'm the first person from Etheria here, so I'm impressed you even know who I am.
Yeah.
Etheria is my home planet.
Okay.
We are currently under attack by the evil horde, so we are part of a rebellion right now, and I am recruiting people with very impressive powers.
I don't know if I have any of that.
Oh, so maybe you don't know your powers yet.
Oh, maybe not.
I didn't have any special powers until I found the Sword of Protection in the Whispering Wood.
Okay.
I was a very highly trained horde soldier before then, but didn't have any crazy powers, so I went by the name of Adora before. So when I'm not here with my fabulous hair and my uniform, I go by Adora, but when I wield the Sword of Protection, I say, for the honor of Grace, go! And I turn into the warrior Princess She-Ra, Princess of Power.
So what if I'm, like, not a good warrior to begin with?
Ha! We have a few of those. One of them, his name is Kyle. We still find uses for him in the Horde, back when I was part of the Horde. But I think that sometimes you just have to figure out what you're good at and really embrace it. My friend Bo doesn't have any special powers. He always complains that he's the only non-princess in the Princess Alliance, but he's an amazing archer, and he's really good with First One's tech. So even though he doesn't have any powers like from a runestone like the rest of us do, he is an essential part of the rebellion.
That is awesome. Well, thank you.
It is. He's amazing. He's part of my best friend squad. I miss him so much.
Well, she made me want to go and learn more about She-Ra. Like, I kind of want to watch the show now. Well, that's pretty awesome. I've never seen that meet and greet. It's fairly new. So if you guys are fans of She-Ra, you guys can come and meet her here. Wow, they've definitely been doing quite a lot of work out here. I don't think that they're extending the land. I think that they are adding in a seawall, though, which is pretty interesting. So that means that they're going to build up the land. It also makes sense if this is going to be a roller coaster that they would have to have the seawall out here. Still, nothing really permanent to see. Or is that some steel work right there? Is this like a trough, or am I seeing things? Is there some equipment underground, like a little bit below the level of the surface of the dirt? I don't know. And what are these? What are these big poles over here? Huh. This is pretty interesting. Progress is being made. This is exciting. There's a soft shell turtle that came up to the bridge here. I'm thinking that people are going to throw some food into it. This is back behind me though still. We've made it over to Hogsmeade, and I'm just going to peek in and see what the wait time is for Hagrid's, because it's a really fun ride and I want to ride it right now if the wait time's not too long. Woo, 120 minutes. I wonder if the single rider line is open. Let's find out. So I went up and I asked if single riders was open, and they said it opens sporadically. So if you get up to the area where they split off single riders and it's not open, that means that you are in the faster line, meaning the regular line is faster than the single rider line. Now we're leaving Hogsmeade and heading over to Jurassic Park just to see what the situation is in there, because there has been a lot of construction there recently. Who knew that Hogwarts was in Jurassic Park? How do they keep the dinosaurs at bay? So as soon as we get into Jurassic Park on the left is a little place here called the Watering Hole that used to just be a bar. Now they have an expanded menu. Now they serve pork sliders, Bavarian pretzel, pulled pork nachos, charcuterie board, loaded nachos, and chips. So a little menu, nothing too intense. And then of course they also have frozen specialty drinks and specialty liquor drinks over here. Came to the back of the Discovery Center, and look, they're actually doing work back here on this construction site. You can see that backhoe moving things around. Also, there is a walkway that goes between here and Lost Continent that is closed off currently. It was a brand new walkway that they just opened up, and now it's closed off because the construction walls have moved out. I'm sure it will open back up again eventually, but right now I'm assuming that the construction equipment is just too close to the walls for it to be safe. Ooh, more heavy equipment movement back here behind the construction walls. This is exciting. They are definitely doing some work on this construction site. Now we just need an announcement as to what it is. Yeah, looking back at the Discovery Center over here, I actually found the tiniest construction wall I have ever seen in any theme park update that I have ever done. It's right here. It's like a little baby construction wall. Just one little corner. I don't know why it's here, but there it is. Oh, it's blocking off the exit 2 backstage. Okay, that makes sense, but it is still funny. We've made it all the way through Jurassic Park, past Skull Island, and into Toon Lagoon. And over here by Popeye and Bluto's Bilge-Rat barges, still closed, still behind construction walls. Hey, this guy looks like this statue is just like the one that we were looking at earlier in the other park, over at Fisherman's Wharf in the San Francisco area of Universal Studios. Well, I guess this park was not less crowded than the other park. Must just be sort of a busy day. We're now into Marvel Superhero Island, and I'm just passing by Cafe 4, and they're setting up for the Marvel Character Dinner. We really enjoyed ourselves when we did this last, and we'll put a link to that video in the description down below. There are so many characters out today. There's King Julian meeting and greeting. So we are on our way out, but before we leave, let's stop into Island Trading Company and see if we can see any new merchandise. I feel like there is some stuff in here that I haven't seen before. It might not be new, but I've never seen this Hogwarts Alumni shirt. It's a long sleeve shirt, super soft for $35. They have some Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse merchandise. This is Spider-Pig. Whoa. This is pretty interesting. This one's nose is all scratched up though. All of them, their nose is all scratched up. This is $30. It's kind of a neat thing, but I wish it wasn't all scratched up already. They have some metal Earth kits here. You can buy the Universal Arches or the Universal Globe, or Iron Man, or Thor's Hammer Steven, or Captain America's shield, or like a little Rocket Raccoon here. This is pretty interesting. They have exclusive things that you cannot get anywhere else. Like this one's only available at Universal Studios. Are there any other ones that are only available here? I guess not. This one right here. This hanging shark from Jaws. We call him Bruce. At least this one's $25. I wonder if they're all the same price. Where's the thing? Let's see. How much is the globe? Yeah, $25. I'm assuming they're all the same price. So there you have it. That was our trip out to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure to see about the Bourne Stunt Tacular. Check on any other construction that we could find around the parks. Check in on Jurassic Park and apparently a couple of other construction malls around Seuss Landing, which I had no idea about. And then just kind of have a good day. We got to meet She-Ra. Never met She-Ra before. Kind of want to watch her show now because I'm interested. Used to watch He-Man back in the day, and I know of She-Ra, but I haven't seen the new show. So I kind of want to see what the new show is all about. It sounds interesting. It sounds like she has a lot of friends that sound like they're fun. So we'll be checking out She-Ra soon. And all in all, a fantastic trip out here to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. And with that being said, we are off, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
My name is Alumni, and now it's time to pay the gas.